Yay. Hi, everyone. Let me know if the music is too loud, and I will turn it down. Or if it's too quiet, you want me to turn it up? Cool, thanks. Do I have the waiting, like, standby thing?
No, do you want that?
Doesn't matter.
Where is it on
actually,
your computer? This?
Yeah. Can I do this?
Stop. Type standby.
Okay, good.
What, you don't like this song?
I don't know, it took me by surprise.
It's a good song.
It is a good song. Now it's opening.
We need more than 1 hour.
What are you looking for? It's under P.
Oh, please stand by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
There it is. So
Hi.
just turn the eyeball on for standby.
Okay, cool.
Good.
Thanks. Excellent.
Cool.
Cool. Hey, again, this is technical difficulties are over.
Never over.
They're never over.
Yeah, there still needs to be on.
Ongoing struggle. Yeah, Alex was gonna make another pizza.
You gotta make something?
Yeah.
It's pizza night here at the Terigny house. Ooh, okay. Cool. So welcome if you're just arriving. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Okay, so last time we sketched this, and I'm pretty happy with how the lines turned out. So just gonna go ahead and color. I don't really see anything. Like, usually I'll go to bed and I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be like, ugh, I gotta change all these things because I didn't see them yesterday because I was so tired. But with fresh eyes, it still looked okay. So I think what I usually do in the beginning is I go with a background color. I just started doing this. I used to color everything on white first, and I feel like this makes me feel more like a concept artist. Makes me feel legit. Oh, where's my, oh. I'm getting confused. So many windows open. Stand by. Whenever I open up Photoshop, my layers panel is always on my computer screen still, even though I'm working on my tablet, so I just have to find it. It's always hiding off in a corner somewhere. Okay, so I think I want my background to be blue, obviously, because we're going for that Sonic the Hedgehog look. I'm just gonna fill everything with like the color I'm gonna do the sky with. Call that a day. And get rid of this characters panel because we're not typing anything. Okay, so basically, I really like coloring. I used to hate it, but I kind of found, like, I really like having, like, kind of a graphic style because I'm not a painter. I didn't start painting until, where's that layer? I can't find the background. I didn't start painting until, like, my sophomore year of college because I thought I was gonna go to animation school and be an animator, and I'm like, I don't need to know how to paint, I just need to know how to draw and like use the computer. And that was wrong. But so I knew when I changed to illustration as a major, I had to learn how to paint really fast because like I had so much sketchbook work, but I didn't have any like finished paintings. So I needed to learn really quick. Alrighty, so I pick a skin color usually and just start going in on the full bodies. Oh, you know what? And my computer's in night mode, so that's gonna be bad for color. Let me turn that off. I do that sometimes when I'm working really late, or if I get up really early to work and I forget, see, everything's blue. because my eyeballs, like if I'm just checking emails or something, I try to turn the night shift on. I think it's automatic by now. But yeah, that blue changed a ton, so that's good that we realized that was on. It's pretty apparent, so I usually notice it, but... Okay, and this has been my favorite brush. This Kyle Hard Edge Wet Circle brush has been really fun to color with lately. I don't know what pack it's from because I dragged it up to my favorites a while ago. But it's solid, but it gives you kind of like a chalky edge, which I like. So I'm not worried about anything like coloring each thing in on its own, because I feel like that kind of makes it like a little bit disjointed. Like usually I like to start with big shapes and then do clipping masks on top, so you guys will see that in a second when I start getting to the other stuff. And I'm gonna be eating pizza throughout this, so I'm sorry. Just turn off your sound if you don't like mukbanging. Or yummy sounds. Did you just make a yummy sound? Love drawing butts. I probably shouldn't say that because this is a real person that I'm drawing. When I'm drawing characters, I like drawing butts. Whatever. Butts are fun to draw. Who cares? This part's always really relaxing because I'm essentially just like coloring this whole thing in, and nothing's too precious yet, so. But before I figured out how to color like this, figured that like this was my style, God, I used to take me forever to color because I didn't know what I was doing, so I would just like noodle around places. I mean, and that's, you know, I should probably challenge myself to learn some new things, but I haven't really gotten around to that because I've been really busy, and I'm kind of pushing myself to step away from the like technical aspect and like drawing technicalities and switch to learning how to do storytelling, because that's kind of like the next phase in my career, and I've neglected it for a really long time. So I feel like, you know, my technical skills are all right. They can tell a visual story, so I'm taking a little bit of a break. I still practice anatomy every day. Well, almost every day. Usually just as a warm-up in the morning. I'll go on like Croquis Cafe on Vimeo, or I'll practice from Bern Hogarth's Dynamic Anatomy. Just for a warm-up, get my hands going. When I post I use a program called Hustle for time lapses on my computer, and when I post them online, I'm sure everyone thinks that I actually do them that fast. So it takes a really long time, actually. I wish I were faster, but I'm also at the mercy of my computer, because if I go any faster, sometimes my brushes will freeze, and that's always a good time. So there's that piece of hair in the back. I think I'm gonna leave that for a layer that I can put behind. That'll save me from having to carve it out later. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. So when I have big things like this, I'll just do paint bucket and then color around, get those lines away. See what I mean? I'm kind of lagging here. My computer's working really hard to stream and do Photoshop at the same time, so it's okay, computer. I don't have anything weird open. Oh, Pages is open. Quit. It's a big program. Okay, all right, so I think I'm gonna take, go one layer below this, and then I'm gonna do that hair that's behind. And actually, she had like black hair, so I can probably just go in and... So I'm not really worried about picking colors at this point, actually. I'm just gonna do that so I can see the lines. So what I do is I go back on with a transparency lock or a clipping mask. And I'll go over and paint the colors like all at once because it's really hard to tell right now because I haven't finished the background, I haven't finished like the surrounding colors. So it's really hard to tell like what will go well with what and like what's not gonna vibrate. So I usually just fill everything in at this stage and I worry about color later because there's really no point in like trying to pick a perfect color because it's just gonna change once I start adding more colors. So I usually just try to do them all at once. If that makes any sense. Pizza break. The other thing is I took a painting class on schoolism.com with, I can't remember, Robert Kondo and, I can't remember the other guy's name, but he's a concept artist on like Monsters Inc. and stuff, and they started their own animation studio called Tonko House. And they basically have this really beautiful style of like, everything's one color and everything's like the base like fill color that it is, like local color. So you'd be like, I want this to be red, but it's not like any tint of any, you know, they paint it basically like it's a gray day outside. And then they go over with like overlay layers and add all the light and color to it, which is pretty cool. So I kind of do the same thing. I don't do nearly as much lighting as they do. They have a very like painterly style, but it's a lot faster to do that way. So I started doing it that way too. Because, I mean, I could sit here and paint like, oh, well, this light's making this color, and that light's making that color. And that takes like time that we don't have anymore in this day and age. Especially for stuff like if you're trying to make money off of your artwork, which is really unfortunate that everything has been sped up. But if you're doing art on your own time, by all means, you don't have to color this way. It's just more efficient. And that's kind of like the shame is a lot of people's styles have had to be compromised because of what the industry wants. And I feel like I was always meant to be kind of like a graphic-y style. Like I don't really enjoy, you know, doing too much form I think it's really beautiful when other people do it, but like it doesn't really do anything for me. Like I'm more about like the poses of the characters and the design of the shapes, and I really like designing also, just like logos and stuff. So I don't mind coloring this way, but like if you wanted to be more of a painter, like, I mean, I guess you could still do it with painting. I don't know, there's like a million shortcuts nowadays, especially with like all the concept artists have like a brush for everything, so they just put the brush down and you have like an entire tree. Does Sonic have like 3 spikes? I don't know. Oh, he does have 3. Okay. Take out that 4th one then. Well, I guess he's got like hair. So it's like 3-dimensional. It's always funny when they translate like 2-dimensional characters to 3 dimensions, because there's the problems that like, okay, what's in the back middle of his head? Like, what does that look like? Because it's always drawn like in 2 dimensions. So it looks like they solved that problem for the Sonic movie, because he's got like a crown in the back of his head, but otherwise it would just be like these zigzags. Ooh, Idris Elba voicing Knuckles? Okay, I'm distracted now. Alright. Goodbye. Actually, that makes it look like natural though. I don't know, I feel like if I took that one away, it would be weird. I'm gonna leave it. Why? Oh. Okay, so this is what I mean. I filled her in, like with one color, and then I'm gonna go back in now and make this a clipping mask. So then I'm just gonna fill where the suit is. And then if I don't like the color, I can just paint over it and it just changes the suit. It's much easier than like repainting the whole thing. When I did my first children's book, I didn't really know what I was doing. So a lot of the things were on the same layer, like whole scenes were like one layer. And that was a real pain in the butt when it came to revision. So I've actually, this sounds crazy, but I've just gotten so like used to putting everything on its own separate layer, which like layers are these things over here. Because if I need to remove it, or if I need to change its color or something, I can just like do it really quickly instead of going in and having to like carve it out. So it seems crazy because some of my children's books have like, per page have like hundreds, maybe thousands, I don't know, of layers, because each element, like even on a character, gets its own layer. And I've just evolved to working like that because revisions, and they're a nightmare and there's never enough time for them, so it's just much easier to kind of stay organized while you're doing the thing. going on here? Oh, that's, okay, so this is like the onesie, like foot thing, ankle strap. So I'm gonna take that too. Whoops. All right, give me a bucket. That looks pretty good. Also, when I'm coloring, I don't have to do it now, but like later on while you're like really picking the colors, I like to open up another window. So if you go to window, arrange, new window for Ryan's Sonic portrait or whatever your project is called, I drag that to my desktop, on my computer desktop, because the Wacom color, like even though we've calibrated it, is not right. So it's pretty different. So I usually try to have a window open like on the actual, like I have a retina display, so the color is really accurate. I mean, not that, I mean, it's gonna make a huge difference because my stuff isn't like super color detailed, but you know, it's, if you have a certain vibe you're going for, like a yellow temperature can make all the difference. So this is my other favorite brush. I use this for a lot. It's oil pastel large, but I changed some of the settings because, I don't know, it had some funky stuff going on. All right, what is happening here? Is her hair over the top? Oh, I see. Okay, so she's got, I think, I can't remember what I did there. Oh well. See how it looks. All right, so that's the jumpsuit. Now I see I can like turn it on and off. So I'll be able to manipulate that later if I want to change the color, add shadows, whatever, and then, yeah. I wanted to say something else there, but I forgot. All right, so now I'm gonna do another layer, create clipping mask, and then I'm gonna do the hair. So I like to use this brush for the hair, like at 30%, maybe 40, I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty natural looking brush. And it's got a nice like point to it, while still having kind of like a pastel-y texture. So I'm gonna put this behind the jumpsuit so I can just color right over it and I don't have to worry about making those edges again. Sorry, another pizza break. I got a lot of pizza to get through, you guys. I'm sorry. So, I should probably finish chewing. So I'm not going to leave the hair that color. Like I said earlier, just like filling stuff in right now. I'm not really concerned with what everything looks like yet, color-wise, because I don't know what the entire piece is going to look like. I think most painters will tell you, like, you never want to work in one area alone. You kind of want to work, like, going around the entire piece. So that, you know, you can kind of, I don't know, it's just good to get the whole picture, I guess. I don't really know like how to describe why that's a good thing. I think if you work in one area too tightly, you just lose the looseness. And like I feel like while you're problem solving, like each little place you're at is like a problem solve. And if you focus on solving too many problems in one area, you kind of mess up your puzzle. I don't know, seems really existential now that I'm like trying to describe it outwardly. That probably made no sense. You're like, she's losing it. Oh. So this is what was happening before. There we go. Cool. I don't know. I feel like that looks better. I'm gonna stay with that. Okay, so that's hair, jumpsuit. Let's color these sneaks in. So I'm gonna put those below all my layers because they'll be under the pants. And then I think they have red shoes. Yeah, I'm gonna do white for now. Because the bottom's white. Actually, do the socks too, why not? And then I'll go a layer above that and do red. So I might end up putting this one on like the shoe layer so they're all on the same layer. But I like to have everything on their own layer just to start, and then I can always merge things later. Whoops. I didn't close that up. Oh, got my mask. Hi.
Song gets repetitious.
Oh, I think it just was repetition. Hi, what's up? Ollie's here. Ollie, I can't pet you, draw, and eat pizza at the same time. Oh, I love you. He likes to be pet after he eats dinner. I know. And then he leans his like little head up on my desk like this, like trying to make me feel bad. Not petting such a cute dog. All right, I think I'm done with her for a sec, and then I'm gonna go over and do our guy over here. So I'm gonna just throw all of this in a folder and just call it girl. It's a little insensitive, but it's like what it is, so I don't have to waste time being like, what did I name that? Okay, so same thing, I'm just gonna take a skin-ish color, and then I messed up on this yesterday, or last time, but to just bump him up again, because I made his face, turned the opacity down. I couldn't turn it back up, because I had already merged the layers. Oh, I'm gonna brush. Flow 100. So I'm gonna do the same thing with his hair. I'm gonna do what's in front on this layer, and then I'll go back later and do a layer behind, just because it's easier to change that way. steal the comfy chair?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a chair switch out for a sec. Stand by. I've been sitting on this one all day and my butt's like angry. Watch out, bud.
Standing anyways.
Oh, thanks. Ollie, watch out, buddy.
Watch the stand there. Nice.
Yay. Oh, sweet relief. Nice. That's much more comfortable. We have this like wobbly chair, which is really great because if you sit, you know, it's like you can wobble and like do, like get your ab exercises in, but sitting on it all day is like I've been at my desk all day and my butt was just not having it anymore. I don't know if I can read that. Oh, you sent her that? That's fine. Drama. No, I'm kidding. I just realized that I posted the link in the post to Instagram, but then I pushed it to Facebook. So it says link in bio, but it's not on my Facebook bio. So anyone who's on Facebook is going to be like, what the hell is she talking about? Sorry, Facebook people. We're still getting used to all of this. I still don't really know what I'm doing. Every week is a learning experience. I'll have to make a note of that for next time. Every once in a while I have to count and make sure I did enough fingers.
What then?
Oh. back of his hair. And make it just slightly darker so I can see it against the other one. So I'm just going in here with kind of like this brush for this type of hair stuff, but I like to just do these little, whoop, take the flow down, these little like wispies with a separate brush, because then it looks just like actual hair, gives it some texture. I'll go above my back hair layer and do the ears. Oops. I'm pretty sure Tails is much more orange than this, but again, I'm just throwing down colors just to say they're filled in, and I can always change them later. if I have a gap somewhere, the paint bucket paints the whole thing. Why? I don't see any gaps, but I must be missing one somewhere. Oh, duh. There it is. Okay. All right, and then I'm going on top of that and do the glove, but I'm going to do it a different color so I can see it. Because I want to get the lines right. I'll change it back to white later, but... Thanks, Ryan. Ryan said my haircut's looking good. That was me flipping my non-existent hair. Oops. Forgot I wasn't on a clipping mask there. Oh, okay. I'm like, where am I going with this? Hello, everyone. If you're just joining, feel free to ask questions in the chat. I'm eating pizza and coloring this Sonic the Hedgehog themed family portrait. Doing some gloves right now. And there's chicken on my pizza, along with banana peppers, in case you're wondering. I put some onions on there too, because we fancy. Also, I needed a vegetable. The banana peppers weren't very much. Despite what the US government says, I don't know if sauce on pizza qualifies. It's not enough fiber. Because I guess in the United States school lunch guidelines, pizza is a vegetable. Just the whole thing is a vegetable. Oh, Ryan even asked what kind of pizza. Vegetable pizza. No, it's literally just a freezer cheese margarita pizza from Whole Foods with chicken on top and extra cheese. Turn the sound off if you don't like chewing. Okay. Oh, I gotta do this other glove over here. I got some edges to fix over there, but I'll do it now. I have to go back into the base layer and just smooth out those little non-connecting edges. That's how it looks good. Okie dokie. I need some hair. I'll just do it the same color as hers because it's dark and I can see it. If you're just tuning in, you're like, wow, this is a really crap color palette. I know, I'm changing them later. did I have his hair before? I can't remember. To bump up my opacity. Can't really see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Was there a wisp? Yeah, okay. This color's like too dark. Can't quite see my lines. Hi, aw, to pay child support to Ollie. Thank you so much for your donation of time and contributing to our viewership so that maybe in 3 years we could make $1 off of this thing. And that means more food for Oliver. You must have seen him in the ASPCA commercial. Golden Retriever, unloved. Sad boy, because he only walked 4 miles. ASMR you drawing? Ryan, I don't even know if I want to explain ASMR you sleeping to the viewers. I feel like that's going to lead to more questions that I'm not willing to answer. Okay, I think that's pretty good for hair. This little guy over here is like, I'm not sure I'm going to keep that, but it was in the sketch, so I'll take it out later if I don't feel like it's working. Alright, I'm just gonna go into the background a little bit here, because I feel like that will start kind of informing what the heck we're doing with the color palette. So I wanted this to be like a glowing ramp, so I'm just gonna like do this real quick and see how it looks. Oops. Let's do gradient tool. I do use the gradient tool quite often. I don't think it's cheating. Ain't nobody got time to paint all those gradients, man. It depends on what I'm working on. I like to use a brush for the gradient if I have like a textural piece going on, but when it comes to stuff like this where like everything's pretty flat and graphic, gradient's just fine. Okay, so sky color. Ocean is darker than the sky, so I think I'm gonna lighten my sky here a little bit. And the ocean can kind of just stay that color. Although, I really want this to pop, so I think I'm gonna darken the sky actually. Switch back to the paint bucket. I don't know. We'll try it. And then, what was I doing down here? Oh yeah, there was like smoke. Do I still want to do that? Because I know I wanted clouds. This is my favorite cloud brush. Natural Field Diluted. It's a good one. Sky needs to be a little bit lighter for it not to look crazy. All right, whatever. That's fine for now. And then what I like to do is just grab this like greenish yellow. Sure. And then I usually put a clipping mask on and then do a gradient. I don't know why I've never done like a study of just like a blue sky day. So I always like to put these like, when it's like green on the bottom and then on the top it's like dark purpley blue. So now, because I did that, I have to make my clouds yellow because they're white right now. And like if I just left this blue, the clouds could stay white. But because I did this like ombre sky, the clouds kind of have to be, because if there's no white light, like right now there's yellow light. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But now I'm thinking I want to leave the clouds white because that's kind of like goes with the theme. I don't know. I'm going to hide this layer for now. And then if I want to add that later, I can. But because like they have white in their costumes, I feel like I should leave it white. Could also put them in space. Does Sonic go to space? I can't remember. I think he's like mostly on a beach, so I'm gonna stick with my theme here. I always make things more complicated than they need to be. All right, and then we got this like sand color. Why is that happening? Oh, that's why. So at this phase in coloring, I'm just blocking in my shapes. I'm not worried about any kind of like, oh, these are gonna be not that color because they're really far away. And I want them to fall into the background. Like, I can't leave those the same color as their skin, and their skin's not gonna be that color either. All right, I guess I better do our little villain guy here. I'm just gonna do the same color. So, oh, and I have to group these. Guy. So descriptive. All right, and then Dr. Robotnik is in the back, so make sure my layer is behind everything. I'm just filling in his entire shape. Why does this feel like a different brush? What the heck? There we go. The relaxing music stopped. to turn my sketch layer down again. Like, how come it's hard to see? That's why. I've been kind of like having a, I don't want to call it identity crisis, sounds so dramatic, but changing the way I'm drawing thumbs. Because like there's like this bone and this bone. And sometimes I draw this one, but I haven't really decided. I don't know, I'm kind of in flux lately how I draw thumbs. I know that sounds like so dumb to anybody who doesn't draw, but like you get into this rhythm when you draw stuff like over and over again, like people I'm drawing all the time. But like I have kind of like a formula. I mean, that makes it sound kind of like a cheat, but like it's like just my style, like the way I'll draw a thumb, you know what I mean? Or like an eyeball or a nose. You kind of have like the go-to shape for when you're just quickly sketching stuff. And you're trying to always push yourself out of that, but like some stuff, I don't know, you just kind of cling to a style. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to add that second knuckle or whatever. But that's what's going on in my life right now. Changing the way I'm drawing thumbs. But every time I drew like four different thumbs today. Four pairs of thumbs. And each time I just like had a pause where I was like, is this me now? Is this who I am now? I'm a 2-knuckle thumb drawer, man. But if you look at like Milt Kahl hands, like he takes a lot of liberties with simplifying the hand shape because that's a lot of planes to draw. And like somebody like a Mickey Mouse hand, like these are supposed to be, but I wanted to do like full people hands. You know, there's no knuckles there, so there's different ways you can convey a hand without drawing all of the bones in it. So, like this one I didn't do it either. So like there would be another knuckle there. But I took it out and then I've been adding it back in. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of anatomy studying lately so that I want to add the second one, but whoops. I haven't decided yet. He's missing a left pinky and ring finger. Oh, yeah, so those will be, when I go in later to color, I make the lines like inside the hand. So right now I'm just filling in the big shape. I'm like, oh my God, did I miss fingers? I swear I counted them. I'll go in later and add the detail. For those other, fingers. So they will appear, just not right now. Speaking of thumbs, this happened a couple days ago, and then my right thumb, he physically doesn't have them. Oh my God, the person I'm drawing doesn't have the fingers. See? I totally wasn't expecting that. Okay. That wasn't in the reference photos. Or was it? And I just am being insensitive. Thank you, Ryan. Wait, JK? No, oh my God. You have to tell me if this is real or not. You're like, oh wow, this art is great, but I'm missing my fingers. Ryan, you're killing me. Okay, so I'm just gonna like color his pants like all the way down. Because I think I'm gonna do the smoke kind of like coming up over him, so I don't really need to draw his pants. Oh no, spinning wheel of death. Pizza break. Turn off your mic. I'm gonna turn off my mic.
Get the separate audio channel going.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
We'll do that next time.
Well, next time I'll just get the cable.
We're learning so many things. This is so fun. Thank you for everyone tuning in for being our beta. Letting us know if we have problems. And being here at the beginning of our YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys. When we first did this, I was like, I'm just going to be talking to myself the whole time. But no, wait, there's people here. Thanks, guys. Your support means everything. My computer is working right now. Oh my god. What can I close? Goodbye, mail. Wacom Center? No. Goodbye, Spotify. Chris, bye. What colors would you use to make a fart? Asking for a friend. Thanks, Chris. Christopher's my brother, also. So, I think I read Chris bye. So, you guys probably knew that already. Closing things because my computer's working really hard. Farts? Depends on what kind of fart. Also, it depends on the light. Like, if it was a sunset fart, I'd probably make it, like, salmon pink. But if it was a fart, like, in an office, like, if it was, like, a pretty gray space, I'd probably just go for green. I mean, if it's a real stinker, you know, green kind of conveys, like, yellowish green. Like, psychologically, the color yellow is associated with sick people and, like, sick feelings. So, if it was a real bad one, I'd probably go, like a barf color, yeah. But just, like, color it with, like, see this brush that I used for the cloud? I'd probably use that for the fart cloud too. But I diffused some of the edges so it was like snaking towards some unassuming victim. Thanks for your question, Chris. I appreciate you. I don't think I've ever called my brother Chris in my life. My dad's Chris, so Christopher's always been Christopher, but they don't need to know my brother's on here. And my mom. Hi, Mom. I know she can't get the chat to work still because she doesn't know if she's logged into Facebook, but I know she's here. All right, there's Dr. Robotnik. Okay, what's your favorite 3-color palette? Like a triad, I would probably do like primary colors because like you can make any color if I'm painting. But if you're just talking about like color palette, like for like a limited palette, I like sunset color. So like when it goes from like peachy orange to pink to purple, or like a violet, I like those colors. Yeah. I was gonna say something else and then I totally forgot. Oh well. Alright, I guess he's got a red coat, so I'm gonna do that first. Red and yellow. Great color palette. Oh, Ryan, does he actually have 2 fingers missing? Like, should I? Because now would be the time to take care of that. Not that it's funny that he doesn't have fingers. I mean, I can sympathize this week. I'm just kidding. That was really insensitive. I merely cut a chunk. The whole finger is still there. Yeah, so Ryan, just let me know if he has all of his fingers before I get too far into this. Aw. Oh, different layer. Amelia said, what is happening? Oh, that color palette matches my personality, so thanks, Em. It's like beachy, like sunset-y, but actually winter sunsets can also be that also. Like the trees get purple and the sky is like orange and yellow. It's really pretty. There's like pinks everywhere. It's a very luxurious palette. But like this purple right here. 7 toes. Cool, thanks. So, Miles is keeping all of his fingers. Good. No adjustments. Oh, there's lag. My computer's like, why do you have to use that brush and stream at the same time? Oops. Oh, there. Pizza was salty. Alright, I'm probably missing a spot, but paint bucket? Yay, it worked. Alright, I'm switching brushes now because it doesn't matter. There, you happy, computer? Hydro Flask oh yeah, Hydro Flask. If you want to sponsor us, I really like this water bottle and I drink from it often. Hit me up, Tandem Bike Studios. Can we do that? I think you have to have like more than 20 followers or something. There's like some criteria for when you can start looking for sponsors. But come back in 3 years. Long-term goals. Okay, so I have to look up a picture of Dr. Robotnik again because I forget which bits are which on his coat. Doctor Nick? I wonder if his name is Nick. And he just is like, Robotnik sounds cool. I'm gonna be that. But he's just Nick. Alright, so, oh, they're like squares. He's got like, oh, it's not too late. Okay. They're, his little Thor patches are squares, not circles. So he does not look like Thor. I just drew them like Thor. They're not actually there at all. Alright, this is a modernized jacket, okay? They're more like over here. But then what is he gonna have on his chest, you know?
Ugh.
What?
Directly behind your head.
Oh, Alex wants free socks. Did you magnet it? Oh, it is a magnet. Did you just make that a magnet? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Darn Tough, if you're out there, Alex really wants socks. He buys a lot of money in socks every year, so.
A discount.
Just a discount. Well, just be generous. Do a little discount.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
Chris Bai, would you do a TED Talk? I actually just met, what was his name? I don't have the book around. Crap. I just met a graphic novelist that did a TED Talk. And, like, I watched the video of him do the TED Talk while he was talking to, like, auditorium full of people. And, like, I was in the auditorium, and I was, like, watching this guy do a TED Talk on video. But he was there, like, in person. And I was just, like, so nervous for him. I was, like... I know I'm gonna get there one day, maybe, because that's, like, a dream of mine to just, like... preach the importance of creativity, like, publicly, but we're gonna start with this little live stream here on this YouTube channel. But I would have to really get my public speaking under control because I can speak really well and I'm not nervous, but like I get excited and then I talk like 1,000,000 miles an hour. So if anyone's ever seen me talk at their school or I do like, oh no, it's on the same layer. I'm not paying attention. I talk really fast and people are like, oh, you have so much information to give. And I'm like, I know, keep up. So I need to slow it down a lot. But if they ask me, I'm not going to say no. I mean, Hydro Flask, Darn Tough, Ted, come at us, please. You can come before we bust. What did they say? Before we take off. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. I am at the bottom, and my whole team's here, so thank you, team, for showing up today. Appreciate you. So I'm looking at this on my actual computer, and it's so saturated, so. Which isn't bad, because we are doing, like, a video game, so. Saturation isn't bad here. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? Having this pizza. Turn off your mic. If I turn mine off, the music goes away. So sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Said in the Instagram post I'd be eating pizza. I do not lie to you. Alright. I'm gonna zhuzh those up later. But not right now. Oh, cheeseburgers. Carly, what's up? Cheeseburger sounds really good. Did you have fries, though? Please tell me yes. I want fries so bad. Tell me exactly what you had and describe it in great detail. We burgled cheesers. Delicious. All right. Sorry if I'm making you guys sick by like zooming in and out so much. Always have fries. It's gonna be me tomorrow. I'm gonna get that. Alex is like, stop chewing. I'm gonna go on mute while I eat this pizza. Oops, Mike. I'm back. Oh, you don't hear the chewing? Oh, Alex says he can hear it. He's like, the microphone's like in your mouth. Like it's right here. They were salty fries. I love salty fries. That's why the Euro spot in Manchester is so delicious, because you just get a sandwich of chicken and put French fries in it. Like, come on, you guys. That's the best thing that's ever happened. I haven't eaten there in forever. He's got pants, right? He wears pants. Black pants. Oh, he's got like a suit with like tails on it too, like coat tails. So I'm gonna put the pants on top. Yeah. God, my computer hates this. That brush. Sorry, computer, just a little bit longer, and then I won't be using this anymore. All right, good enough. Alright, and then Dr. Robotnik has red hair. Ah. He's like a strawberry brunette. Just dark red. I don't know. I guess it's kind of red. Reddish brown. Ambiguously reddish brown. Actually, this color. Switch to this brush. Oops. Dr. Robotnik doesn't have eyebrows? No. Okay. I think I talked about this last time. They're like eyebrow bones. Okay. So we're good there. I just realized I think I have to finish his hair on the bottom layer. So I'm gonna go back in and do that. So the person that I'm drawing in real life doesn't have red hair, but it's brown, so I'm just going for the full character look here. That's what's kind of tough about family portraits, is you kind of have to figure out like what you want from like the character and what you want from like the actual person that's like real. So usually I leave it up to the client, but this one's close enough to brown, so. Unless Ryan, chime in if you want it to be exactly the same color as the person's hair. Otherwise, we're going with Dr. Robotnik hair. Goes with the color palette. Okay, goggles. Okay, so in the movie, he's got like black steampunk goggles with red lenses. But in the TV show, Dr. Eggman, it's a different character. In the TV show, he's got like blue spectacles. I'm conflicted. I think I'm gonna do the goggles because I have them drawn already, and I feel like that kind of fits the style. I'm gonna do that. And maybe I'll make the lenses blue, because also that's like reflecting from the sky too, because the sky's blue. So we'll do a mix of both. Oh, Dr. Eggman and Dr. Robotnik are the same guy. I thought it was like a different show, like a knockoff or something, or it was like a, not a knockoff, like the same universe but like different characters. But that's good to know. I don't think I've seen anything with Dr. Eggman in it. I've only ever seen the Robotnik stuff. At least I must have missed the episodes with Dr. Eggman. Good enough for government work. Just kidding. I would never say that about artwork. It has to be perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna do the lenses now. Too dark. I'm glad you found that funny, Ryan. I wouldn't want you to feel like I was phoning this one in. That's all. It's a little wonky, but they're good enough for now. I think that's actually fine from far away. Sometimes I get too zoomed in and I start nitpicking everything and noodling around. But when I zoom out, it's fine. So I should zoom out more. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, I guess I can go into their faces now. Well, I should probably start picking colors and then go into their faces. No, I can do their faces now. So I'm gonna do his smile. I just made sure everything was on the, or it was below all the other layers. gonna pick a really dark color. I don't really like using straight up black. What I use for his pants is a little bit too black for me. Because sometimes, like, I don't know. I try to make everything kind of like a cohesive color palette after, and black, if I just use black, it just sticks out like pure black. So I try to do kind of like an offshoot, either side to side, whatever kind of color palette I'm going for. All right, so I'm gonna put him in a group. Robotnik. Such a fun villain name, Dr. Robotnik. Let's do her face first. So sometimes if I can't phone anything and it's against my morals. Thanks for the permission though. If I start to get tired, I'll start rushing this. I actually like the way her face came out in the sketch, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and grab that, because, I mean, reinvent the wheel if you don't have to. Like, I'll fix some of this up, but I think for now... Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh, okay, never mind. I don't think I can do this with his face, which is unfortunate because I messed up that opacity layer. So I'm gonna clean this up. Shape those eyebrows. This is why, like, I never wear makeup. I like not that much of it. Because I was like, oh, I don't want to be too girly or whatever. And then I realized I really like doing makeup. Because, it's just like painting. But it's like on your face. So like I love doing like winged eyeliner, and it's just like inking a comic book. It's so much fun. What brush do I want to use I think I'm just gonna keep using the animator's brush that I sketched with yesterday. Kind of allow things to stay soft. So I want to paint the lips on a new layer because I usually do this lineless anyways. So I'm going to drag that into her folder, and then clipping mask. Go in with that darker color. For the eyebrows and the eyes. And then for the nose, I have to change the skin color first. The nose I usually do like a couple shades darker and then pinker than the skin tone. But I don't think I'm gonna stick with this color for the skin right now. So I'll save that for later. Darn, I like his face too. I wonder if there's a way to bring back that opacity. I think it's just gone forever. Yeah, okay. How do I get that opacity back? Well, I feel like figuring that out isn't going to be as fast as me just redrawing this, so here I go. There's got to be a way to do that. I just, I don't know it. So we don't need lines on that side. I don't know why this one's giving me. I think it needs to be more curved. Maybe? I'm gonna leave it and come back to it. If I can't decide something, what happened here? Oh my goodness. If I can't decide something and it's taking me too long to, it's taking me too long to figure out what I want to do, instead of like waiting until I'm like struck with the right thing to do, I usually just move on to something else. This has helped me, where are those blue flecks coming from? I just kind of evolved doing that as like a way of like not wasting time on projects, because sometimes like I wouldn't know what to do and I would just spend an entire day on this one piece and I'm like, I can't figure it out. Whereas like if I just like save it for later, or like go to bed, wake up the next day and like figure it out. I don't know where those blue flecks are coming from. That's really bothering me. Oh, it's part of the sketch. Okay. Is it? No, it's not. It was. Alright, I have no idea. Oh, I know. Right? Yeah, okay. Oh my god. Alright, well at least I know it's not part of a coloring layer. Okay, so Alex and I were talking about this the other day. I said this was a handlebar mustache, and then he said the one where it looks like a sad cat is a handlebar. And, like, he might be right, but my whole life this was a handlebar mustache. So if y'all at home want to weigh in, I just, like, that's one of those things that I've gone my whole life not understanding that this is not a handlebar mustache. But I always thought it was. But I guess handlebars don't curve like this. Like, that would be a pretty curly handlebar. It's just a curly mustache then? Like, what do you call this kind of mustache? Like, it's rad, but I always thought it was a handlebar mustache. But, was it like Hulk Hogan has the other kind? Where it, like, goes, like, you know, just Alright, that's good enough for now. Are you gonna make me read things again? Oh. Focus. I can also just, like, drag it over. Oh, it started to. You just look up Hulk Hogan?
So, a Western handlebar mustache is what you think it is, and other people refer to Hulk Hogan's mustache and similar to be a handlebar mustache.
Oh my gosh, cool. So neither of us are wrong. I like when that happens.
Yeah. So Danny Trejo technically has a handlebar
Oh, the
mustache.
Okay, horseshoe has a handlebar mustache. So Hulk Hogan's got a horseshoe mustache. Or a Western? Or is this is the Western handlebar?
That would be a Western handlebar right there.
Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear Alex, but he just looked it up. Western versus not Western handlebar mustache. Glad we got that figured out.
What do you think this one is?
I don't know. Some people are pretty original with their That's like Mjolnir, like Thor's axe mustache.
Let's see.
Focus.
That's a bad one.
Oh my god. Can you airdrop it to me?
You want this one?
Well, airdrop it and then I'll slide it over so people can see it.
I think you got it.
It was really fuzzy. So my camera's doing its own thing right now. Sorry. Alright, I guess I can turn his gloves white now.
There you go.
Thank you. Where did it go?
It's whenever you went into your browser.
I went into my browser? Oh, okay, there it goes. Okay, this guy. Like, that's like an, I don't know. Or it actually looks like two birds perched sideways on his face.
He's got a support structure for his mustache.
That's so cool.
His cheeks.
Yeah, it's like a mutton chop mustache. That's really cool. Good for that guy.
It's like he's growing mutton chops from his chin instead of his sideburns.
And then he made them go up. That's a really fun, I feel like I should draw that. That's like a really good mustache. I love people with really fun facial hair. It's like people are eccentric and...
Oh yes, Ryan agrees with us. And Ryan is often on par with the fancier things in life.
Yeah, Ryan does have really good taste. All right, sorry, just needed to take a mustache break and a water break. Because now I'm going to have to start making decisions, and decisions take a lot of energy out of me.
Do you need more water?
No, I'm good. I might have to take a bathroom break though, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give it like 5 more minutes. Let myself load up the tank here. Get back to work. Yeah, all right. I think I need to make this background way darker because I want the light beam that they're running on to light up, right? Isn't there like a Tron light that comes out of the back of Sonic when he runs? Like the light mobiles or whatever in Tron? Am I making that up? This is not helpful. Oops. So I got a new keyboard because mine died a couple months ago. And there's this really great feature, like right where the delete button is, in the plus button that I use all the time, especially in Photoshop. They put a lock button for your entire computer. So I just lock myself out of my computer. I have to type in my password again, which is really annoying. And they took away Launchpad, which I use that all the time too. They replaced it with this really dumb lock feature. I don't know. Apple's gonna do what they do. All right. So I guess he's lightning, which I thought was a Pikachu thing. I don't know. It's a lot of like sparks and stuff. Just because he's lightning fast, lightning comes out the back of him. I always thought it was like a Tron thing. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so it's like the Tron thing, like the beam of light, but there's lightning inside of it. But that's also in the new movie, so I don't know if we even want to reference that, because... Alright, well, irregardless, we got blue glowing things. Whatever swooshes or design make him look fast. Okay, so I feel like this will do the job. Oh, and I also wanted one coming off of her back. So I'm gonna go into girl. Go all the way to the back. I'm gonna do the same thing. I don't know about that. Coming back to that. So I think I had clouds in the bottom because he was like kicking up dust, leaving Dr. Robotnik in the dust. Girl, well, put this in the bottom. Oh, Tails is tails. Can't forget about those. on, computer. You can do it. Backgrounds are hard, so I'm gonna color in his shoes and his tails. Oops. Forgot his little cuff. How is it 9 o'clock already? Is it 9 o'clock already?
It's 9:02.
I feel like we've only been doing this for an hour. Damn. I think I was abducted by aliens, you guys. I just lost time. It's concerning. Wow, local color took 2 hours.
I feel like we should consider starting the stream at 8.
8?
Yeah.
You know, my bedtime's like 9 though.
I know. Our viewership doubles at 8 o'clock.
Oh, really? Huh. I don't know if I can stay up that late. Alex making you mute to chew.
I have headphones on. It's a lot.
Sorry. Yeah, you were at like the, isn't it, what is that called? Spatial audio of me chewing. You know. Girls gotta eat, man. Hope you guys can hear Chip yelling at the TV. He's watching the Bruins. It's really fun. It's very entertaining. Hi, Louise. Shack. So this looks like garbage because I haven't picked colors, but I've got some stuff to think about here. So when I logged off last time, Brian sent me the photo, or the poster for the new Sonic movie, and it's very similar. Oops. It's very similar to what I've drawn here. Like Sonic is. Hold on, let me pull it up. Sonic 2 images. Oh, poster. So like, part of me wants to not really copy this because it makes me feel bad. But also, I don't feel that bad about it. I think it's kind of like, so I did a family portrait that was, oh, look at this fun art. This is so much fun. This is very similar too, but that's really fun. I did the Toy Story poster for a family, and they, like, that was kind of part of it. It made me feel bad because, like, some artist or designer at Disney, Pixar, or whatever, this is what Ryan sent me. But some poor designer designed that, so I feel like taking, I mean, they're in a city. Just because I put Dr. Robotnik in a ring doesn't mean I copied it, so. That's okay. I'll probably.
I edited at 9 o'clock though, so that's pretty spot on.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Hi. I feel like I'm probably gonna wrap up soon anyways because I'm tired. And I feel like this is taking me longer than it should. So I think I'm gonna close up shop, get back at this. I don't know, maybe we could do, thank you, Ryan. I'll post about when we can stream the rest of this because I'm not really sure what our weekend looks like, but maybe we can do a weekend stream. What did Alex break? Oh, it was our mic battery died. So, you know, stopped working. But,
Paige chimed in just to make fun of me for a few seconds.
It's typical Paige. Just,
I run the whole stream, Paige.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So Paige chimed in just to make fun of me?
She's been watching
Genius.
the whole time.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to take a pee break, and then I can work for, like, maybe 20 more minutes. So,
For God's sakes.
I know.
Mute your mic.
okay, I'm back. All right, I'm gonna just like squeeze out another like 20 minutes of work and then probably call it a day. I just want to run away from making these decisions because this part's always really hard. Like I get the local color on, but actually picking the colors is like very nuanced. All right, I think I've decided I'm just gonna use the color, the poster as reference. Like it's close enough where, like it's obviously supposed to be the same universe. So, and it's a fan fiction. This specific piece is a fan fiction, so might as well. So what I'm gonna do is leave this background blue. And then I like to go over the top with another gradient with like a little bit more of a purple. Just because if you look up like in the atmosphere at the sky directly above you is always more purple because like space is up there. Oh, you know what? I think I have this in CMYK. Do RGB because I don't think we're printing this, right, Ryan? You didn't want to print this? They might want to print it, but they can still print it in RGB. Don't flatten. This might change the blues a little bit.
Ryan's hopping off.
Okay. Thanks for coming, Ryan. There we go. That's so much more vibrant. So when I recolor stuff, I always try to put the transparency lock on. Oops, that's too pink. So, because otherwise it gets like pixelated around the edges. So it looked like she was pretty pale. So I feel like that's a good skin tone for her. She's less orange than what I originally had. And then alpha lock. And I can basically just start going in to picking the colors that I want. Guys, I think I'm done. I can't make any more decisions. My brain is slowing down. Well, thank you guys for hopping on and hanging out, having some pizza with me, and sticking around and asking questions and stuff. That was fun. I'll post when I'm doing this next so we can finish this guy up when I have more juice in the tank. Cool. Catch you guys later.
Awesome. And if this is the future, thanks for watching the stream later on.
Oh yeah. Hello, future people. Okay, bye.